Every single week, thousands of older drivers walk onto used car lots and get absolutely ripped off. They pay a massive premium for a Toyota Highlander or a Honda CR-V just because everyone else is buying them, completely blind to the fact that the exact same reliability can be bought for half the price. If you want a vehicle that will last for decades without draining your retirement savings on complex mechanical repairs, you have to look where the rest of the market is ignoring. This video counts down 5 of those bulletproof, hidden gem SUVs that are perfect for seniors. Number 5. 2013 to 2015 Honda Crosstour. Look at this vehicle closely. Most people see this on a used car lot, laugh at the strange, hunchbacked rear tailgate, and immediately walk away. And that exact mistake is why you can buy one for dirt cheap. Because regular buyers think it looks weird, the resale values on these are completely bottomed out. But underneath, that unusual body shape is the exact same mechanical setup as the Honda Accord and Acura MDX. Honda simply raised the chassis up a few inches, which solves a massive problem for older drivers. With a huge SUV, you have to climb up and strain your knees just to get into the driver's seat. With a low-slung sedan, you feel like you're falling down into a hole. The Crosstour sits right in the middle at a flat slide-in height. You open the front door, swing your leg over, and you are sitting straight down with zero physical strain. But here is the real reason this is a hidden gem: the powertrain. Almost every new crossover on the market forces you to use a fragile turbocharger or a temperamental CVT transmission that loves to break right after the warranty dies. The late-model Crosstour avoids that entirely by using a heavy-duty, old-school 3.5-liter V6 paired with a traditional 6-speed automatic transmission. This setup doesn't rely on complex computer network. It relies on thick iron and steel. It is completely common to see these engines clear 300,000 miles with nothing more than basic oil changes. The dashboard layout is simple too. You get massive physical buttons for the heater and the radio. You can actually adjust the temperature by feel while keeping your eyes locked onto the road, instead of tapping a frustrating touchscreen menu. Price range from $8,000 to $11,000 for a V6 AWD example. But as reliable as this Honda is, it has a downside when it comes to rear visibility because of that sloped glass. If you want the exact same level of Japanese reliability, but with massive windows that completely eliminate your blind spots, you need to see what sits at number 4. Now the number 4, 2012 to 2015 Toyota Venza. Most people hear Toyota and think Camry or RAV4. The Venza never got the same attention, and that's the only reason it shows up on used lots for under $14,000 with a panoramic roof, a V6, and AWD. That roof spans nearly the entire ceiling. Natural light fills the cabin completely. On a 2-hour drive, that difference between open and closed in is the difference between arriving tired and arriving fine. Door openings are wide. Seat height is placed at a level where entry and exit happen without grabbing anything for support. Audio and temperature controls are physical, large, and exactly where instinct expects them. The 3.5-liter V6 here is the same unit Toyota put into the Sienna and Highlander vehicles, with 200,000-mile histories that show up constantly across owner forums. The AWD system has no exotic components and no dealer-only service requirements. Toyota ended production in 2015. Resale value dropped. The engineering inside it did not. Number 3, 2009 to 2012 Toyota RAV4. Here's the part almost nobody knows. This specific RAV4 generation offered an optional third row, a real one, fold flat, usable by actual adults in a compact crossover. For seniors who occasionally need to seat 6 without renting something larger, that option quietly solves everything. Beyond that, the 2.5-liter 4-cylinder in these years is one of the most consistent powertrains Toyota ever put into a consumer vehicle. 250,000-mile examples with original engines show up on forums regularly, not as exceptions, as expectations. Steering is direct, braking is linear. Nothing about operating this vehicle at any speed requires the driver to compensate or adjust for unpredictable behavior. Every control is physical, every label is large. Nothing requires a screen interaction to operate basic functions. Under $12,000 for well-maintained examples. The newer RAV4 generations get all the attention. This one gets all the value. Number 2, 2011 to 2017 Nissan Murano. Forget everything about how this looks for a second. Focus on one thing, the suspension. Nissan calibrated this generation specifically for long-distance comfort. The dampers absorb road texture before it reaches the seat. For anyone with back sensitivity or joint discomfort, that calibration is not a minor feature. It changes how a 2-hour drive feels versus a 30-minute one. Entry is easy. The door swings fully open. Grab handle is large and correctly positioned. Seat bolsters are flat, so there's no lateral resistance during the transfer in or out. Upper trims include Nissan's Around View monitor, a full 360-degree overhead camera of the vehicle's surroundings. Parking in tight spaces stops being a judgment call and becomes a visual one. The VQ35 V6 received recognition from Ward's Auto among the 10 best engines in the world across multiple years. Power delivery off the line is smooth. No surge, no hesitation in traffic. Prices from $10,000 to $16,000. The bold exterior styling filters out buyers who judge on appearance. That filtering is the reason this price still exists. Number 1, 2007 to 2012 Lexus RX 350. This one is not a close call. Lexus built this generation to assembly tolerances the mainstream market never matched. Panel gaps are even. Interior surfaces hold their quality across high mileage in a way that reflects factory-level precision, not just showroom condition. The suspension was tuned specifically for North American roads and North American buyers. Highway wind noise at 70 miles per hour is controlled to a level that still surprises people hearing it for the first time. Road texture disappears below the cabin. Long drives feel shorter than the clock says. Seat height lands at an entry level that is close to ideal for a wide range of mobility levels. Seat bolsters are flat and wide. Heated seat controls are large, clearly labeled, and on the center console where hands naturally rest. The 3.5-liter V6 under the hood goes into the Highlander, Sienna, and Camry Sport as well, meaning parts availability at independent shops is broad and labor familiarity with this engine is deep. Original buyers of this generation kept full-service folders, paper records, dealer stamps, mileage logs. Finding a documented example is not rare. It's something to expect when searching. $12,000 to $16,000 for a 2009 or 2010 example with 90,000 miles. That number exists because the exterior styling is from 2009. Everything underneath it never got that memo.